When was the last time you had a day that you could truly call beautiful? I mean, sit with that for a second. How does that feel? The issue is that in recent years, the introduction of more advanced technology and social media have made it a lot harder to grasp the fleeting moments that kind of make up life. The devices that we use constantly for work, communication, and entertainment are essentially designed to make us lose track of the present moment. And the real heart of the issue lies in the fact that we definitely can't change our past, and we also can't directly control our future. So what that means is the only thing that we really have direct, immediate control over is the present. So the thing is, living meaningfully and intentionally requires mastering the present moment. And if we lose our present moment to social media, there's really no other way to do that. So my solution is this. Essentially, the key to living a meaningful life lies in how much beauty we're involving in our present moment. But you may be asking yourself how this even works. How is it that beauty is the thing that gives life meaning? Every single day we have an uncountable number of experiences, and they can either make us feel good, they can make us feel bad, or they can be straight up just mundane. But the thing is, whether they're positive or negative, what makes these experiences truly meaningful, memorable, and important to our story is whether or not we perceive them as beautiful somehow. In other words, beauty is what turns existence into life. All of life's moments are fleeting, but beauty is what allows us to capture and hold on to those moments. Now, the most obvious question that would follow a claim like this would be, well, what even counts as beauty anyways? And I mean, in a more typical sense, beauty is really just anything that's pleasing to the senses, the emotions, or the intellect. In my opinion, it's a way of experiencing the world that requires intention. And so after a bit of thinking, I came up with the idea that there are basically two distinct but interdependent kinds of beauty. These are the beauty of form and the beauty of meaning. So to describe this concept briefly, the beauty of form is basically beauty that lies in the object itself. It's very much related to the senses, and it's the kind of beauty that is experienced pretty much directly by experiencing the object. This can be the visual beauty of a work of art, maybe a beautiful landscape, or even like the sound of a song. Now, beauty of meaning is beauty that lies in the relationship of the object to something else. The beauty comes from the relationships and connections to another thing. This is usually either emotional or intellectual. It could be the feeling of love, or something that's really funny or really interesting, something that's really profound or deep. But now we need to get into how it is that you actually live a beautiful life. And I have found that there are three ways of doing this. And these three ways are the appreciation, the sharing, and the cultivation and creation of beauty. Now, appreciation of beauty is the act of intentionally trying to enjoy the things around us at all times. And in order to do this, we have to become critics, and we have to learn to think like artists in order to see the art that exists around us at all times. In previous years, I never really cared about pop culture. I only really watched movies that felt engaging to me, and I didn't really pay attention to any of the bands that my parents or peers would talk about. I mean, I've always had a pretty broad music taste, but I only really cared about the stuff that seemed interesting to me. But recently, I've started to analyze things a lot more, and now when I watch movies, I pay attention to the dialogue, the cinematography, the directing. I mean, if I'm being honest, I used to not even really know what a director does, but now I'm able to like sit down and critique things with friends and have deep conversations about pieces of art, and it's made my life a lot more meaningful and a lot more fun. And also, I checked out a lot of the music that I never really found interesting, and I realized that a lot of it I liked, but even the stuff that didn't particularly interest me helped me realize that there's an objective quality to art, the influence, the originality that we have to learn to appreciate. And another thing that I think is really powerful is to take a look around yourself for a second and remember that much of the stuff around you was designed, crafted, and placed intentionally for a specific purpose. And it really is an amazing thing to see the world this way. To be able to watch a movie, listen to a song, look at a photo, and analyze all the small little details that the creator put effort into writing or designing is something that's really cool, and it gives these small little experiences so much more meaning. And another thing that's cool about it is it really enables you to have deep conversations with other people about certain things that you've watched or seen or listened to recently. And that leads right into the next way, which is sharing. Now, this can mean two things. The first could be that you introduce somebody else to something beautiful. Maybe you send them a song or something cool that you saw. But in my opinion, the best example of this is sharing in appreciation with somebody else. And what this means is appreciating beauty together with another person. This could be going for a walk, or going to a museum together, or watching a movie together. And many people would argue that one of the most meaningful things in life is love and connecting with other people. And not only is sharing in the appreciation of beauty with another person a great way to add beauty into your and their life, I believe it's also one of the best ways to connect with other people. I mean, we interact with people all the time, but again, think of the most important and meaningful memories that you've made with another person. It's likely that that experience was beautiful in some kind of way. And it can even be something simple. I mean, the other day, I went to a coffee shop with one of my friends, and we sat there for about an hour and a half talking about our high school experiences, movies, music, just having a great time analyzing, critiquing, and reminiscing. And it's one of my favorite memories that I've made in the past few months. The act of incorporating beauty turned that simple experience into something really memorable. And I think that's pretty cool. But the third way is really cool as well because it involves actively shaping the beauty in your life. The cultivation of beauty means maximizing the amount of beauty in your environment. It involves curating your aesthetic taste and conforming your surroundings to it. This could be redecorating your living space or perfecting your fashion style. Whatever it is, it allows you to turn what used to be just the place where you eat and sleep or pieces of fabric that you put on your body into something that allows beauty to thrive and creativity to blossom. And the creation of beauty involves expressing inner beauty outwardly. The goal is to cut down on consumption and act creatively as much as you can. To do this, you have to find a creative outlet that you really enjoy. This could be painting, making music, photography, whatever. Whatever it is allows you to go from just experiencing the world to capturing the beauty within the world, to show people the beauty that you see. Since coming to college, I've started trying to maximize my own creative output. I have a lot of things that I'm passionate about, but recently I've been trying to take them to the next level. I've been playing guitar for many years now, but in the past few months I've finally been starting to play with other people and try to get some bands going, and I'm really excited to see how that turns out. There's so many things that you can do to maximize the amount of beauty in your environment and to channel your perception of beauty into something tangible. And it's another one of the greatest ways to add meaning to your life. I mean, you're the sole designer of the aesthetic quality of your life. So to ask myself that big question, when was the last time I had a day that I could truly consider beautiful? I would say it was today. I mean, look at this. I'm on this beautiful walk, catching this amazing sunset. I had some Steely Dan going on in the ears, man, earlier. I mean, come on. It's a great day. I didn't even mean to record this video today, but I'm so glad I did. So what do I want for this video? What is my goal? Well, I want all of you to maximize the amount of appreciation, sharing, and cultivation and creation of beauty in your own lives. Go listen to a new album and review it with your friends. One of my favorite things to do actually is to go for a walk and try to find like 10 of the coolest houses that I can find. But it really is just the simple things like that. And when you constantly recognize that beauty, enjoy it with your loved ones, and try to emulate it yourself and bring it into your everyday environment, those simple little things become so much bigger. So my goal is for you to use beauty to turn simple existence into a true, deep life. So how about you? Has your day been beautiful?